Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has Lisa has me lounging while coming at you, thoughts of the day, and a water spout atop my head. I'm in my work uniform, actually. Uniform. And an apron. I didn't get very sweaty today, so I figured it was cool out. It was kind of nice and windy. I just wanted to drop in quickly and show you Thomas's new plank. He went from a wooden little planky dealio to that basket to this. What do you think of that? And then, of course, the birds can eat it tomorrow. Now, he better show up. It is very, evidently, it's extremely, here, I'll get a kind of a fun background on how fun it is. The sound of my fan going because canning will be going on soon. What was I going to say? How unusual it is for a possum to show up for 5 weeks almost straight, every night of the week. Yeah. So I hope that he hasn't run off with that woman that he met. There was another little possum here last night, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who missed my 1 minute and 21 second video that I did last night. Thomas was here, and there was another one right behind him, same size, adorable, wonderful creature. Pausing. I look pale. It's exhaustion, ladies and gentlemen, that's why I look pale. I do have some nice insoles for my shoes that Spencer got me yesterday after work. They're the gushy kind, but I'm going to put more in. That's really my bag. I have bad feet. I'm sure I'm going to go on about my feet now. This is crazy. I have a couple of calluses on my feet because at a job site somewhere, a Perpetual brought in, not meaning to, of course. So, or we don't know if it was from that or not, but a little bit of fiberglass kind of ended up here in different parts of the house. We think it could have been maybe also when they redid the bathtub, got a new bathtub. How many times can I say bathtub? Whatever the case may be, I've picked up a few of those over the years, and even though I'm pretty sure I got them out, they formed this callus thing around it, and it's, extremely painful and difficult, to do. So actually, when Spencer and I put up a pick, yes, it's called a pick. I'm learning all the painting terminology. In between two 2-foot ladders to use just to get up a little bit on the buildings, the one building we did. It was nice because it kind of had some give to it. And it's not like a solid cement thing. So, that kind of helped my feet a little bit. I know you're very concerned about my feet, ladies and gentlemen, and me in general. I just can't believe how strange it is. It seems like it's been 1,000 years ago that I did a game show here on YouTube. And it wasn't 1,000 years ago. It was like a month ago, and I'm closed till season 4. So that's what's happening here, I guess. There's not much else to report. Bernard every night wants to come out and now sit on Zoe's table and stare up in that tree and wait for Thomas as well. But the reason why he's waiting for him, it's not because he loves him. I don't think he might. But he wants some of the food, the ancient meat and stuff that we give him. It's great. Mother's been cleaning out her fridge, and I just have her give me anything, kind of disgusting. And he lives for it. And hopefully he'll bring his little girl. I'm just calling her girl. I have no idea. I'm just going to call her. What name did I decide on earlier? Oh, I've got to remember it. Hang on. I think it was Sabrina or something like that. It just came to mind. Sabrina. Thomas and Sabrina. Or was it Serena? I'm not sure. I'll have to look at her and see if it's a her first of all, and then give the name, although I named Thomas without him being Thomas, but that was a total mistake because I said possum and it came out Thomas because I'm always using that talk-to-text method. Okay, I'm boring myself, ladies and gentlemen. It's my anniversary with the community news this week. It's been a hell of a time so far. I am going to pen a column this time, and I'm going to follow, who was it? Jilly Love said maybe I could slip in some stuff that, like code language to my readers. I've had people email me and say, are we losing our minds? I didn't really say that, but where are you? Did I miss something where you are no longer there? And, this and that. And I just politely tell them what happened. I don't go on and spill my guts like I've been known to do. Just total strangers. I just tell them that I was, told to change directions, and I wasn't comfortable doing that. And I really couldn't think of anything else to write about. And so I haven't written anything, but I am going to this time. And I'm going to supply a picture of Thomas. But I'll be able to work in some doozies, ladies and gentlemen, without it being about, the situation. Yeah. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. I have to do, a deadline for the paper, which isn't much of one anymore because, well, I spoke with a restaurant owner today. Oh my God, I'm going to start really bloviating. I can feel it. I spoke with a restaurant owner today. Well, it's like a Pizza Joe's, and I just wanted to get the feel for what's going on around here in terms of the restaurants and stuff. And it's, you know, they're in a pickle, so to speak, and she can feel it coming in the air tonight. Hold on, as Phil Collins told us in the 80s or something. Something's going to go on in September or October. We can just feel it. And they have all kinds of weird stipulations and stuff, and it's difficult for them to operate, let alone advertise. So, it's one of those deals where everything's kind of up in the air. And a few people complained about things that were going into the paper. I'm not going to get very detailed, but it wasn't my column. I mean, they might have complained to David about it, but they didn't me. And that's caused somewhat of a situation. Well, I don't know why I'm being all secretive about it. Remember, I was telling you all that a lot of, in the reports, there were things going on about who was wearing a costume and who wasn't, you know. And people got really upset about it. And one of our longtime advertisers is going to say yes this week. And that's it. Because they are not liking that direction. And they don't think it's appropriate, and it's not the only one. And so I had to let him know this, and I have to be very delicate because I'm the messenger, and you know what happens to most messengers. Let's face it, we have to dodge the bullets. So there was just some back and forth that was kind of uncomfortable about that for me anyway, and different plans and all. But the bottom line is, no matter what, let's say that none of that was going on, and that whatever. People are still, it's like a catch-22. How can they advertise when they don't have enough money because they're closed, or have to cut down, or buy special things now like barriers and signs and whatever because of this alleged pandemic. Oh, speaking of which, I'm going to, if I remember, I'm going to supply a link to Mark Passio under this video. A long time ago, who was it who turned me on to Mark Passio? Cloudy Sunshine, I think? Might have been. No, not Cloudy Sunshine. Cryptic Thinker. I think it was her. Yeah, really a blunt individual, but I think that he doesn't really make any bones about it. I listened to a little presentation that he gave. They did it online, I guess, at some conference. And he made a lot of sense. He just said some stuff that I've thought about for a long time, like, why is it that I don't know how to say this, hang on. Like, why is it, he didn't say it like this, but he did say it, but I'm saying it this way, because I've been thinking about it for a while. Why is it that we all have to go along with, like, the mainstream narrative? You know, and if you don't, you're considered to be terrible, and they'll make laws against you, or mandates and all this stuff. Like, who came out and said it's this way only, and there's no other way to look, there's no other worldview that you're permitted to have? I think that's a good way to say it. It might not be a good way to say it, but I think that you'll understand what I'm saying, even if I don't. Okay. Yeah, and he calls it something, I can't remember what it is, but he mentions a cult a lot. You know how I like to say that everything's a cult. I think politics is a cult, and the military's a cult, and, you know, everything's a cult. And that kind of went along with him getting stuffed up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, I better go rush off and have a test. I should just be able to walk by the test strip, if so, and just say howdy do, because evidently there'd be enough particles to land on there and say positive or negative. But no, they have to dig down to your brainstem to get that stuff. The whole thing's crazy. It's just nutty. And somebody who I know is evidently going around in the costume, which is a mask, ladies and gentlemen, because he or she has lung issues and feels that he or she needs to wear that to protect him or her. God, I don't know what I'm saying. He or she, whatever, from the thing. So, not breathing appropriately, I guess, is going to help somehow with the lung condition. Inverted world, like I said before, we live in a total inverted world. Even, like, not working and getting paid for it. There's another inversion thing. But you know what? I don't even know. I don't want to get into that. It's almost 10 minutes on here, and Perpetual's on his way, and I have to get to my beans. Beans, the magical fruit. They're not a fruit, though. The more you eat, the more you toot. Maybe they are. They have seeds, but that doesn't mean much, does it? I'm really delirious, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm signing off. Goodbye. I live for you. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts today. Join me, join others, drop your political identities. Let's focus on issues. Leave labels at the door. Research before you judge. And remember, war is a racket. Don't take my word for this. Check out General Smedley Butler and what he had to say. Okay, bye.